What, did I say something wrong?
Yes, no. I'm just not...
What, you mean you're not used to a strange man appearing on your doorway to tell you how beautiful you are? Well, you better get used to it, Mrs. Roberts, because after that appearance on TV today, you'll be attracting a lot of attention.
Well, I'm afraid I already have, actually, unfortunately.
What do you mean?
Look, Mr.
King. Hudson King.
Mr. King, if it's about this interview today, I really would just as well forget it. It's upset my family enough, and...
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. You don't know who I am, do you?
Should I?
Well, it's a pretty well-known name in some circles. I'm a writer, Mrs. Roberts. I specialize in autobiographies, other people's, celebrities, royalty, sports figures, that type of thing. Now, Sinclair Publishing gives me carte blanche. And you, Tina Roberts, you're going to be my next star.
Dear Kevin, don't believe what my uncle tells you. I didn't leave Landview of my own free will. I was forced to go. Uncle Carlo rented an estate called Foxfire. It's on Fox Hollow Road in Riverton. He's got somebody watching me all the time, so I don't know when I'll be able to write again. Or get the letter mailed, but I'll try. I miss you, and Joey. There.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, something wrong, little lady?
Oh, no, I just wanted to give this to you.
I hope Joey's here.
Oh, I'm sure he's here in a minute. There he
What took
is.
you guys so long? I came as soon as you called me. Well, come on, let's get started.
Easy, Joe. We haven't even told you why we need you yet.
Well, to get Stephanie, what else?
Well, we need you to act as our cover.
Cover?
Yeah, look, see, we're going to be talking to a lot of strangers and asking a lot of questions.
What strangers? What kind of questions? Come on.
Real estate people. Carlo has to rent a summer home. That's where he's taking Stephanie. Now, the real estate agents may not trust us enough to open up. But if they see that we brought a little kid with us...
Hey, now what Kevin means is that you would make a very good cover for us. Who wouldn't trust a little face like that?
You mean a baby face? Okay, I'll do it. But I'm not just going to go around flashing my dimples, you know. I want in on the action.
Hey, now, first things first. We can't just go hopping into some real estate office and ask them if they've recently rented some kind of apartment or summer house to a gangster and his niece.
So we need a plan, right?
We have a plan.
We do?
Mm-hmm. Why do you think we're starting here? Fraternity Row.
Well, it's about the Sunday feature on Renee's trial.
Please, close the door, Miss Callison.
Well, I know I have a deadline,
I
but...
said please close the door.
Okay, what did I do wrong?
It's funny, that's my line. Look, Cassie, you're not gonna leave this office until you tell me why you dumped me.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
Bo, why are you making this so hard? I already told you what I had to say.
No, you haven't told me diddly. All you've done is just tap dance around the whole subject.
What more do you want? I told you we can't keep seeing each other. Do you want me to quit my job? Will that make it easier?
No, what I want is the truth, Cass.
I can't talk about this
No,
now.
well, I'm afraid that we're going to have to talk about it right now. Because when I was in this office with you and I was trying to patch things up the other day, and you just sort of blew me right out of the way, I started thinking, you know? I was racking my brain trying to figure out what went wrong.
Can't two people just...
The first thing that came to my mind, John. You two, you had something going before. Maybe it's heating up again. I'd hate that. But I could live with that. No. Then I thought, no, it couldn't be John. Because I've seen you two together. And I know that you're friends, obvious, you're comfortable together, but the old flame is just not there, Cass. So if it isn't John...
Oh, good, good. Well, I'm glad we got that straight. Now, can I please go back to my desk?
No, if it isn't John, that only leaves one conclusion. Then it has to be someone else who has gotten in between us. So yeah, you're free to go back to your desk after you tell me who it is.
Napoleon,
There ought to be a law against it.
Oh, shut up.
What is all the racket?
What racket?
Like I was born yesterday. I just heard Bonaparte barking his tail off. Were you trying to escape again?
No, it was the mailman, see?
Junk, toss it. All right, maybe it was nothing this time, but I've been watching you, Stephanie. And the least little opening, you're ready to run. Why?
You told me about your brother being in jail, and that's the reason why you're working for Uncle Carlos, so that you can help him get out. Well, I went out, too.
Only this ain't Attica.
Attica?
A prison upstate New York.
Well, might as well be.
When are you gonna wise up, kid? I wish I had an uncle like Carlo Hesser, the kind who gives a girl everything she wants. All you gotta do is kick back and enjoy. But no, you'd rather kick the poor guy where it hurts. All these pretty clothes, cut to pieces.
I don't want to wear what he has picked out. I hate all those blouses and the skirts. I'll wear new clothes as long as I can pick them out.
What? Huh. We found something you like to do. Shopping.
I just want to wear my own clothes.
Well, it's not up to me. I'll check with your uncle. If he gives the green light, I'll take you to the mall. Oh. But, let's get this straight, kid. Once we leave this place, no funny stuff. I can make Napoleon seem like a cocker spaniel. Understand?
You're right. We gotta stay focused. Now, we need some serious costumes so we seem like serious people.
So?
So, we're looking for Carlo, right? I'll dress up like a mob boss. Megan will be my babe, and you can be my enforcer.
I like it,
No,
yeah.
bad idea.
Megan,
Trust me. We tried this on Batterley Island. It didn't work then. It's not going to work now.
Okay, so what's your idea?
Well, I got it. Aliens. Aliens, yeah. We'll pretend we're from outer space, and we'll come here and look. What's the matter? Come on. Aliens are always in.
What did I tell you? Fundamentally stupid.
Hey, well, it's a lot better than gangsters.
all right.
Oh, you
That's
think
enough.
so?
That's
I do.
enough. Stop it! We're not getting ready for a Halloween parade. We have to find something that suits us. Not something wild, something different, but believable.
Like?
Like, well, I'm not sure. But look, the wardrobe room has a lot of costumes. I suggest we go there and we grab something that suits us. Unless you two would rather go as Yogi Bear and Boo Boo.
Hey, Kevin, hold it. I've been looking all over for you.
I mean, you took a standard TV interview and turned it into a personal triumph. It was magic.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, I would. I knew right then and there, you have what it takes.
To do what?
To grab a reader, hold his attention, make him laugh, make him cry, make him turn the page. So I jumped on the first shuttle and I flew right down here to see you.
Well, you're forgetting one thing, Mr. King.
No, please, Hudson.
Hudson, I'm not a writer.
Well, of course not. I'm the writer. You're the primary source. See, Danny, you just tell me your story in your own words, and I'll write it down for all the world to see.
So you want to write down my story about the trial?
Well, trial could be the climactic part of the story, but I want the whole story. I want the Tina Lord Roberts story. See, first you got to write the story. Then you got to publish the story. And then you got to market the story. Now, that's where you knock 'em dead. You'll be the toast of the talk shows, and then after that, movie deals.
Movie deals?
Yeah, with the bestseller. I mean, Hollywood will be faxing you the keys to Beverly Hills. I mean, Michelle Pfeiffer will be dying to play you.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
And Mel Gibson as your husband? How about that?
Mel Gibson. No.
No.
My husband wouldn't approve.
Well, all right, then, how about Tom Cruise?
Mr. King, see these notes? These are the things I should be writing here. Apology notes to my family.
Tina, your family's going to love you when you publish this book. I mean, you're going to make them heroes.
Heroes? Asa, Clint, and Cord?
When I get finished, when we get finished with this book, the Buchanan family will be as famous as the Corleones. Ewings. All right, the Rockefellers?
It's better. Yeah. But I just don't think that they're going to want to be publicized, no matter how positive we make it.
Well, Tina, what about you? I mean, it's your life, it's your story. Think of the possibilities. A brand new career as a best-selling author? I mean, not to mention $50,000 advance?
$50,000?
That's right.
Gosh, I'm tempted to, but you know, I really don't think
Tina,
that it would be so.
Don't give me your answer right now, all right? Just think about it, all right? I'll be at the Buchanan Palace till 4 p.m. Think about this. I knew a little nursery school teacher who said no to me 6 times, no, 7 times. She finally said yes. Now she's a princess.
Princess Di.
No names. All right, now, Tina, you call me, okay? I promise you, you will not regret it.
Tina, I called you a star. I didn't do you justice.
Well, how did you know?
About the phone calls? The switchboard at WVLE is jammed. Kim disconnected the telephone here.
Well, the phone calls,
Oh, don't be modest. Look at all these messages. Herb Callison called you from the mayor's office, some woman from the PTA. I never even heard of half of these people.
And all of these are for me.
Yes, and they all say the exact same thing. Congratulations. Now, what did I tell you? You are Landview's newest celebrity.
All of this from one little interview.
Don't think what Edison did with one little light bulb.
Vicki, Tommy's Tire Store wants me to do all of their local TV spots.
Yes.
They could pay a lot of money.
Yeah. Would also bring you a lot of aggravation. Is it worth upsetting Asa and our husbands just for a few extra bucks, Tina? Tina, you're not seriously considering saying yes to that offer, are you?
No, of course not.
Good. I'm relieved, because for a minute,
But what if they were going to offer something, you know, a whole lot of money? Like, I don't know, maybe $50,000 or something like that.
Your fantasies.
What makes you think it's a fantasy?
Because I know Tommy Nelson. I knew his father and his grandfather before them, and they are wonderful people. They are good, honest, decent, hard-working men. And they are so tight-fisted that you'd be lucky to get $500, much less $50,000.
Well, yeah, but you never know when fantasy's going to turn into reality. I mean, it just so happens that every once in a while it walks in through the door, and then you get something that you least expect. Listen, Vicki, I just got to know,
What?
What do you think about me and TV? I mean, you know, Clint and Asa and Cord, they all thought my interview was tacky. I just want to know what you thought. I mean, do you think that me being on television and telling my life story was betraying the family?
It's all lined up. All you got to do is stop by the loading dock at the Banner and see Gus. He's the supervisor.
Loading dock?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should wait for Kevin in Mark dressing.
No. This will just take a minute. Dad, how come you lined up a summer job without even telling me?
Well, it just came up today. You got a problem with little good old-fashioned manual labor? You know, when I was your age, Kevin... You got a problem, Joey?
No, sir.
Good.
Dad, it's just, well, I thought I was going to be working around the house this summer. And if things change, don't I even get a vote?
You know, you're making it sound like I'm punishing you.
Well, that's not it, Dad. I just thought that we agreed that, well, from now on, I was going to be responsible for my own time, in and out of school.
You are. You are. But when I heard about this job, I just figured it was a good way to get your mind off of other distractions.
Meaning Stephanie.
Hey, I think that's a pretty fair idea. Why don't you just check it out later?
Later. Yeah, well, I guess that wouldn't hurt.
Glad to hear it. Oh, and don't make it later. Make it now. Otherwise, Gus is going to have to give the job to someone else.
Yes, sir. As soon
By
as
the way, you know, when I talked to Kim and she told me that you and Joey might be over here, she didn't tell me just what you were up to.
Oh, I invited them.
Really?
Yeah, it was for a job.
Right. You see, I had the same idea that you did, Clint. I thought there might be something here for Kevin. And Joey.
Oh. Well, I appreciate the thought, Megan, but I don't think I want Joey taking an outside job this summer. Now, look, Kevin, Gus is doing me a personal favor by holding this job open. You're not going to let me down, are you?
No, sir. I would never want to do that.
Good man. Good man. Joey, I'll see you later. Megan?
Yeah, Clint, bye.
Hi, Dad.
That's great. Now what are we gonna do?
Well, the only thing we can do. Grab the costumes and get out of here before Dad realizes I broke my promise.
No, forget about the costumes.
Megan, you
I'm
said
still in on all of this. Heaven help me. But we have no time for disguises. We've got to go now. Let's go. Hit the road.
So, you're silent. I guess that must mean that I'm on the right track. So, who is it, Cass? Who's causing you to dump me?
Bo.
No, all I want is a chance to compete. That's all. If you gave me the guy's name, maybe...
Please stop it. I wish I could tell you, but I can't. It's not up to me.
Now you're really losing me, Cass. It's not up to you. Whose decision is this, anyway?
Bo, I've already said too much.
No, too much? God. Cassie, look, things can't just keep going on like this.
Then let me go.
No, I'm sorry. Not until you tell me who changed your mind about me. Look, maybe I'm a little pushy sometimes. I'm sorry. Maybe I presume too much too fast, but there's one thing I do know. And that's when something is going real good between two people. And that's what's happening to us. And you know it too. But if I'm wrong, just look me in the eye right now in plain English. Just tell me. You tell me that I'm wrong about us.
Oh, you're right. I do owe you an answer. And that's what you'll get. I promise you, by the end of today, you'll find out exactly what's going on.
We got a great place like this in Brooklyn. Air conditioning, lights and music. We got a food circus that's got everything from tacos to frozen yogurt. But we don't have a reproduction of the Fountain of Trevi. Amazing what they could do with styrofoam bottles. I need shoes.
What? Because of the outfits, I just realized I need some shoes.
Look, I'm really glad we found something you like to do, but we bought enough clothes for today.
Oh, but there's a cute little store right here, and, you know, it'd be really sad if I had to tell my uncle that we bought all these outfits and he wouldn't let me accessorize them.
Stop. God forbid we shouldn't accessorize.
Yeah, thanks, Shirley.
But this is the very last shop. My feet feel like they've walked from Flatbush to Far Rockaway.
Yeah, could you open the door for me, please? My hands are full.
Like mine are empty. Weak kid. Very weak.
Give it back to me. That's mine.
Well, not according to this address. It's made out to Kevin Buchanan. Oh.
Well, don't give it to my uncle.
You know what's a shame about the mail? Always getting lost.
Please, I just want to send one letter.
You must really think I'm dumb. Like I didn't know you were going to pull something like this. I warned you, kid.
Well, I wrote to him, and it's not what you'd think. I told him not to come and try to find me.
But I bet you told him where not to find you. Huh? Now, when are you going to grasp the concept, Steph? Your boyfriend is bye-bye. You're never going to see him again.
You know, you can't lock me up forever with you and my uncle and that stupid dog.
Locked up. Take a look around. You have had a little touch of paradise today. Talk about ingratitude. Pick up the bags and let's buy shoes.
I don't want to anymore.
Tough tomatoes. You want shoes? You're going to buy shoes now. Come on.
There was a time when I would have doubted your motives. But I think those days are gone for good. You are a new person. You have become trustworthy and caring and generous.
You're saying those things because you're my sister and you have to, right?
No, I don't. I was your sister in the old days. Did I ever hold my tongue when you did something wrong?
Good point.
See? I told you. I know perfectly well you did not intentionally trample anyone's feelings, especially not Renee's. I also told you I enjoyed watching you on television.
You do. I mean, you did. Gosh, you know, maybe I should reconsider this, you know, selling tires on TV. I could take my $50,000, save the banner, and... Pretty funny, huh?
You keep bringing up that figure.
It was a joke.
No, it wasn't. I know when you're joking and when you're not. Come on, Tina. What is going on in your head?
I hope this table is okay. I wanted one on the terrace, but they didn't have one, so I thought this would be fine.
Alex, it's fine. I didn't ask you to meet me here for lunch.
Oh, you didn't? Why? Is something wrong?
Alex, I was wondering...
Miss Olino, Miss Callison, may I tell you our specials?
Yes, please. I am absolutely starving. You wouldn't mind if we ordered, would you, Cassie?
We've got a fabulous she crab soup and the Santa Monica salad.
Excuse me. Could we have a moment, please?
Of course.
Well, I think maybe we should eat. Not just for me, but for you, too. Sometimes a bite will make you feel so much better.
Alex, please. I'm trying to tell you something.
Yes, Cassie, what is it?
Alex, this isn't easy for me.
Yes, I can see that.
Not that what you're going through isn't 10 times tougher. Carrying Beau's baby, but not wanting to tell him.
It isn't that I don't want to tell him. It's that I don't want his pity. This baby is mine, and it's my responsibility.
Alex, yes, you've said that repeatedly. And I've tried my best to go along with your wishes.
Yes, you've been an angel. I don't know what I would have done without you.
I've tried to be a friend, that's all.
And you have been.
To you, maybe. But not to Beau or to myself.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't understand.
Alex, in trying to help you, I've pushed Beau away.
Well, I never asked you to do that.
No, of course not. I'm not blaming you. But I can't keep your pregnancy a secret and still look Beau in the eye. I'm not made that way. That's why I try to avoid him, but I can't. And I can't keep lying to him either. He's already confused and upset. He knows I'm keeping something from him, and he has a right to know what it is.
Cassie, I hate to see you so upset. I promise you when the time is right, I will tell you.
I can't wait, Alex. Either you tell Beau about the baby or I will.
I'm not looking for just any house. I want something unique, special, humongous. Right.
Why don't you send your parents to look for themselves?
Oh, parents? She thinks we're looking for our parents.
This is funny, our parents. I gotta remember that.
You mean you're really looking for yourselves?
That's right.
You got a problem with that? Well, no, actually, the house is for me. Maybe you know me. I'm on TV. My name is Megan Gordon. I'm on Fraternity Row. You know, one of those daytime soap operas.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't watch those things.
Oh, you're the one. Yeah, well, with my hectic schedule, I'm looking for something, well, a getaway, something quiet but grand, private but near other people.
Especially young people.
Like, young women, to be precise.
These are my brothers. They're probably going to be visiting me this summer. And
Well, I'd like to find a house that's near other kids their age. Not wild kids, mind you, but nice, polite, well-mannered girls, you know, that are also well taken care of.
I have something.
Yes.
Near Camp Wallamunga.
Oh, actually, I was thinking of something a little more elegant. Elegant, but handsome. Something that a man might choose for himself.
And his niece. For example.
I'm sorry, but I don't think I can help.
understand what you want, but I'm sorry, I just don't handle summer rentals.
Who said anything about renting? Did I say that?
She didn't say that.
No, we don't rent, we buy.
You do?
Yes. Maybe you know me. I'm on TV. My name is Megan Gordon. I'm on Fraternity Row. You know, one of
It's
the...
a soap opera, of course. I watch them all the time.
You do? Well, then you know me.
No, I watch The Wild and the Wealthy.
Oh, really? Well, I'll have you know that we have twice the show that they do. In fact, in the last survey, the ratings
Megan.
show that we were... Yes, what?
About the house?
Right. We really are interested in much more than just a summer house. We would like to make an investment. You know, something for a family or even a small family.
Yeah, like, say, an uncle and his niece.
But it can't be too small, right, sis?
No, of course not. Big. We want it big. Do you know of such a place? Or even an area where there are a lot of places like it?
Yeah, you see, my sister here is looking for a guy with a niece. For example.
Do you have anything like that?
No.
Money is no object. I said money is no object.
How's that?
She's rich. She wants a big house.
Yeah, with lots of property.
Well, of course I know her. She's Megan Gordon.
Oh, you watch Fraternity Row?
8 bedrooms, 4 baths, heated pool, and a jacuzzi.
Sounds great. So do you have any other states like that nearby?
Just a fella and his niece.
Bingo!
Hey, dirt.
This is it. I think you have what we're looking for. Could you tell me a little more?
Are you deaf? I said I'm retired to my big old house. My niece runs the office. Say, can I have your autograph?
Shopping mall? You've got to be kidding.
It says real estate agent, doesn't it?
Megan, we're not looking to open a fast food franchise. We're trying to find Carlo Hesser's country house.
It's a town and country.
I can read, but do you think this is the kind of place that Carlo would come looking for an estate?
Well, yeah, I do.
Look, just Joey, shut up.
Yeah, Joe, we're trying to figure out what to do next.
We're not doing anything. We're just jawing off at each other. Now, Carlo's smart. He's really smart. Now, if you think somebody's trying to find Stephanie, then maybe he would choose this place, knowing that...
nobody would think to look here.
Thank you.
Oh, all right. So our little brother makes some sense sometimes.
Well, let's go in then. Come on.
Wait 1 second. Let me do the talking.
You've been doing all the talking. Look where it's gotten us.
Oh, and you think you can do better?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Oh, yeah?
When I was in there, the man was paying for the
Something wrong out here?
No, nothing at all. My brothers and I, we were just debating about whether this real estate agency would be able to do what we needed to have done for us.
Well, what sort of agency do you have in mind?
Well, actually,
Joseph. Actually, a very dear friend of ours recommended this agency to us.
Well, word of mouth is very important to our business. Come inside. I'll see what I can do for you.
The question is, are we wasting our time?
I beg your pardon?
Well, could you please just let me think?
Yes, Joseph. Let sis. Or else.
Well, you know, I was just wondering, since we got this name of a company from a friend of ours, if this was really the right place. I mean, we don't even know if she's ever heard of anybody named Mr. Hesser.
Oh, you mean Carlo Hesser?
It's no use hiding it from you. I feel inadequate.
In that dress?
Vicki, I'm serious here. I mean, everybody in the family has been pitching in and lending a hand, and what do? I get on TV and I embarrass everyone.
Oh, Tina, for heaven's sakes. In the first place, you didn't embarrass anyone.
Well, not according to Asa and Cord and Clint.
And since when do we allow the man in his family to dictate how the rest of us should feel?
So you're saying that if I was to do this whole thing over again and get on TV and tell my story, that you wouldn't hate me for it?
Well, of course not.
You don't know how much this means to me.
Just a moment. Enough about this interview. I would like to hear more about this inferiority complex you are
What?
experiencing. Inadequacy?
Oh, shoot, that's because of the recession.
The recession?
Yeah. You know, it's dried up the interior design business, and so I'm feeling like I'm not able to bring in any income.
Did Court ask you to get a job?
No. I mean, he's perfectly content to have me stay at home and take care of the kids.
Then why in God's name would you want to upset the apple cart? Tina, as far as I'm concerned, being a full-time mom is about the best job you could possibly have.
Yeah, I know that, Vicki. It's just that we need all the money we can get, and I just feel like I'm not pulling my weight, you know.
But of course you are. Don't you realize that I depend on you to do a lot around this house? Kim can't run the place by herself. Look, as for our money problems, Bo and Clint and I are doing everything we can to put the banner in the black again. I mean, it's slow going, but we'll get there.
Well, what if it just went a little faster?
Darling, you are a wonderful interior designer. But even you don't make the kind of money that we need, honey. We need to put a lot of money back into the banner. We're talking 6 figures minimum.
Yeah, but 5 figures could be a start.
Tina, forget about selling tires, please. Just continue to do what you have been doing, and we'll do the same at the office. And I promise you, it'll be smooth sailing very soon.
Gosh, Vicki, I mean, you always think about everybody but yourself. I mean, here you are reassuring me when I should be the one that should be reassuring you.
Stop it, please. You give me lots of pleasure. You really do. And in lots of ways, little ways, too. Like today on television. You made me smile. I was proud of you.
You really were? You were proud of me?
Yeah. Okay. No more money worries, all right? Hey, we're going to be fine. You hear me?
I hear you. I hear you.
Where are you going?
I have something I have to do. Thank you, Vicki.
You're welcome, darling. For what, I don't know. You know Carlo?
Well, yes, actually, you know what? We hit the jackpot.
I beg your pardon.
What my brothers mean to say in their own enthusiastic way is that any friend of dear Carlo Hesser is a friend of ours. Isn't that right, boys?
Right. Yeah. Well, actually, don't know him all that well. He came here looking for a summer home, and I was able to help him. But I could tell from his manners and his clothes that he was born to the purple.
Oh, that's our Carl's. We call him Carl's.
Born purple, and hopefully he'll die purple.
Yes. Well, we're looking for an estate similar to the one that Carlo Hesser rented from you.
Well, I have several places very similar to
See, actually, we don't want similar. We want exactly the same layout, or close to it.
Yeah, he's extremely close to
I
it.
think I can help you. Inside?
Oh, thank you.
Can we go now?
Not yet.
Don't tell me. You need all new pantyhose.
Well, now that you mentioned it.
Now, this property is lovely. It's called Sunset Hollow.
Oh, yes, it looks very nice. Now, that's near Carlo Hesser's place?
Well, you say you know his place. You might have some idea of the location.
Oh, right, of course. Right. What I meant is specifically...
You know, what's that village called again that he's in? Oh, gosh, what was it again, Kev?
Oh, gosh, Joe, it just went out of my head.
Yeah, there is River Oaks, also exquisite.
Also near Mr. Hesser's?
Somewhat.
Somewhat yes or somewhat no?
You do know the area, don't you?
Do I know the area?
Does Wilson know Phillips?
What is it with kids today? When I was Kevin's age, I jumped at the chance of a summer job, and who cared if it was manual labor or not?
Sweetheart.
I loved getting out there with my bare hands and breaking a good, honest sweat. It was a rite of passage type of thing.
And did they also tattoo you and put a bone in your nose?
Well, you laugh if you want to, but in my day, a boy was proud to be initiated into the world of men. Hell, the first day I worked construction, some dummy dropped a load of bricks on my foot and busted 2 toes. Did I complain? No. Did I quit? Hell no.
Oh, you Clint, me Victoria.
How can you make a joke out of something like this?
Oh, sweetheart, come on. In case you hadn't noticed, Kevin has become a man, with or without breaking a sweat.
He still has to learn
The value of a dollar?
Yes, as a matter of fact. Something wrong with that?
No, obviously not. But he knows the value of a dollar. The value of a dollar is about 50 cents, give or take a nickel.
Honey.
Okay. Listen, did he tell you to take the job and...
Of course not.
Well, then what are you complaining about?
I wanted some enthusiasm, some esprit de corps.
You know that It's so funny. Tina, for the first time, feels she's not doing enough. Kevin thinks we've asked too much of him.
Don't get me started on Tina. Honey, I just want Kevin to get his mind off of Stephanie Hobart. And not...
Wait a minute. You didn't say that to him, did you? I mean, you didn't mention her by name.
Well, no, but he knew who I was talking.
Oh, honey.
What? You want to kick me? Take a number. I've been kicking myself ever since it happened. Who knew the kid was so infatuated with that little girl?
She's not so little, and he's not such a kid. And something tells me it's a great deal more than an infatuation.
Whatever happened to file cabinets? You open the drawer, you pull out a name, now you access and you interface, and what do you get? A headache.
Oh, I promised her... Tina!
Kathy! Hi, I am so glad you're here. Can you help me get this thing to work?
Tina, I'd really like to help, but I'm in a hurry to find Bo. Have you seen him?
No, I haven't seen him anywhere, though. The whole office was empty when I got here. You don't think he's going to mind me playing with his computer, do you?
No, Tina, as long as it's not a video game, he won't care. Good luck.
Cassie, wait a second. I just have one quick question.
Tina, I'm not the computer expert. Maybe you should buzz Izzy down in the press room.
No, it's not about computers. It's about publishers.
Let me guess, you're writing a book.
How did you... Yeah, right. Me writing a book. Imagine that.
Why not? Everybody else is.
No, not me. I mean, I can hardly even find the enter key. No, I'm trying to get back into interior design, and I'm trying to send some resumes to various publishers in New York.
I don't see the connection.
Well, you know, they make big bucks, and they have that image that they have to maintain, you know, glamour, intelligence, style. It's my forte. I just, there's this publishing company that I heard through the grapevine is trying to redo its headquarters, and so I'm trying to research the company on Bo's computer.
Shows lots of initiative. Tina, I really do have to go.
Well, it's just a quick question. Have you ever heard of Sinclair Publishing?
Well, yeah, sure, they're big. If Sinclair Publishing wants you to redo their offices, let's say you're doing really well.
Great. Thanks, Kathy.
Sure.
Gosh, I hope you find Bo.
Yeah, so do I. Good luck, Tina.
Yes. Can you page someone there for me? They're waiting for my call. Right, Mr. Hudson King.
No more stalling. We bought out half the mall. We gotta leave something for the rest of the shop.
Let's go have some ice cream. It'll be my treat.
You really don't want to go back to the house.
With you?
New clothes to try on, a swimming pool to swim in, my own TV and VCR to watch old movies, refrigerator filled with my favorite food. Yeah, I can handle it. Now, let's go.
Well, it's nice, but is it nice enough, sis?
See, that's my question. Is this something that Mr. Hester would choose?
Well, as I've tried to tell you, this property was landscaped and built by the same people who built Mr. Hester's property.
Well, we don't doubt the quality of construction, but there's this certain intangible...
Yeah, right on. We want something really with the intangibility.
I'm afraid I don't...
Well, you see, Miss Monroe, we're orphans. My sister and my brother and I.
Oh, dear, I'm so sorry.
Well, it was a long time ago. Terrible accident.
Train crash. It was a plane that crashed into the train, and my parents were on the train.
How horrible.
Yeah.
To this day, we only travel by car.
Fortunately, our parents left us with a huge inheritance, and we could summer anywhere in the world. Mm-hmm. But of all those places, we want to be close to our dear friend, Carlo Hesser.
He's like a father to us.
Yeah, we just want to be near him.
That is the most touching, the most moving. Oh, dear, I'm fresh out.
Well, here, you can use mine.
Oh, such a dear boy. It's such a sad story. I'm sure I can find you something somewhere.
Oh, you already have, Mrs. Monroe.
I have?
Yes. You have shown us that it's not the location, it's not the home that matters, it's the location.
Exactly right. We are going to call Mr. Hester and tell him how helpful you've been.
But I haven't. I haven't. You're great.
Yes, we'll never forget you.
Really, bless you.
Those poor dears.
No, leave that. Don't expect someone soon, all right?
Yes, sir.
In fact, momentarily. Well, Tina, you're Looking quite literary.
What is so funny?
Not a thing. Not a thing. You're the loveliest writer I've ever seen. Would you give us something to drink?
Yes, tea. Herbal.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I'm delighted you called.
Let's get the ground rules straight up front, Mr. King.
Hudson, remember?
First, I want the $50,000 in advance before I put one word on paper.
Well,
Second, I need time to prepare my family. I can't just announce to them that I'm going to write my life story for the entire world to read, because after all, it is their story, too.
Tina.
And third, if I don't get both those two conditions met, then I'm going to get up from this table and I'm going to leave, because I don't want anything to do with it.
I accept.
You accept?
Yeah.
Just like that?
Just like that. Look, Tina, when I see a good book coming, the only thing that's important to me is getting it down fast.
You mean getting it down good? You want this to be a good book, right?
Tina, it's going to be a blockbuster, all right? Now, seal the deal? Go on. There you go.
I'm a little bit jumpy, I guess. I just feel a little bit like a kid on his last day of school. Can't concentrate, can't sit still. I'm just anxious to hear what it is that you have to tell me, Cass. Cassie, I mean, you are going to give me an explanation today. You're not going to go back on your word, are you?
Are you sure? Absolutely sure you want to know?
Absolutely, positively. All I really want is a chance with you, okay? So whatever it takes to clear the air, I'm ready.
Then go to Alex.
What?
It's up to Alex. She can explain everything.
Now, just wait a minute. Why Alex? I mean, what does she have to do with you and me?
Bo, you wanted the truth. Alex can give it. I can't. Now, please, go talk to Alex and leave me alone.